Behavioral disorders is a broad term used to describe a variety of disorders that can affect one's behavior, emotions, or mood. They may also be referred to as emotional disturbances. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act of 2004 defines emotional disturbance as a condition exhibiting one or more of the following characteristics over a long period of time and to a marked degree that adversely affects a child's educational performance. 1. An inability to learn which cannot be explained by intellectual, sensory, or health factors. 2. An inability to build or maintain satisfactory interpersonal relationships with peers and teachers. 3. Inappropriate types of behavior, feelings under normal circumstances. And 4. A general pervasive mood of unhappiness or depression, a tendency to develop physical symptoms or fears associated with personal or school problems. This does not apply to children who are socially maladjusted unless it is determined that they have an emotional disturbance. Many students will go through periods of maladjustment, unhappiness, or withdrawal throughout the course of their lives, but the law states that in order for them to legally be classified as having an emotional disturbance, they must exhibit one or more of the previously listed behaviors to the extent that it seriously affects their academic performance. Furthermore, the behavior exhibited must be severe in nature or occur over a long period of time. Two broad categories are used to distinguish types of emotional disturbances. The first is externalizing. Externalizing behavior problems are usually more recognizable and disruptive. They encompass problems such as conduct disorder, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, and oppositional defiant disorder. The second category is internalizing behavior disorders. They occur when a student turns inward in social or emotional conflict. Internalizing disorders include anxiety-related disorders like obsessive-compulsive disorder, separation anxiety, and post-traumatic stress syndrome. They also encompass mood disorders like depression, which can cause problems like oversleeping, overeating, and an overall feeling of hopelessness. Studies have been done on the relationship between behavioral disorders and aggression. Students with behavioral disorders are more likely to display one of the three types of aggression: direct aggression, which is displayed in fighting, kicking, or biting; indirect aggression, which is usually verbal aggression, such as name-calling; and subtle aggression, which is done through manipulation, exclusion, or bullying. Another study has been done to compare a child's disruptive behavior to structural and functional abnormalities of the anterior cingulate cortex. The ACC is responsible for the emotional formation, processing, learning, and the memory part of the brain. A student with a disruptive behavioral disorder lacks the ability to regulate their thoughts, feelings, and emotions. A positive relationship with teachers is very important to creating a classroom environment where children feel safe and learn best. By reducing negative classroom patterns, students are less problematic in the classroom. Students with behavior problems notice they receive more attention from their teacher when they cause problems in class. This tends to reinforce the negative behavior. To combat this, the teacher must focus only on reinforcing positive behavior, shifting the focus to on-task behavior. Sadly, students with behavioral disorders have a dropout rate of between 43 and 61%, and an incarceration rate of 43% 5 years after graduation. This is why it is so important to be proactive in spotting children who may have behavioral disorders, and for teachers to do their part in ensuring these students graduate.